So introduce yourself. So your background, where do you come from? What did you study?
So usually I start off with saying Yerkai Tunai. That's like we thank nature, and I work with nature. So, and my name is Desika Prabhakar. I've been working in the sustainability space for the past 7.5 years now, and this whole inspiration came from my family definitely, because they are into plastic recycling industry for the past 25 years. We mainly deal with plastic waste into t-shirts conversion. But my dad is a first generation entrepreneur. My dad and his brother, they started off from a farming background to this business background. So that has been a very big inspiration for me to also get into this particular environmental field and sustainability field. So I worked in National University of Singapore. I did my project there, NUS, on using waste as water absorption purification technology we built there. Then I worked in IIT Madras for around 4 years. We built bioplastics technology. Before that also I worked on technology development of particular enzyme-based bioplastics also. So it's been like all about technology development, and I got to learn what are the nuances in setting up the business and all, because first I wanted to get my hands dirty before just easily taking on my dad's business. That felt like cheating. You know, like they work so hard and
So
they kind of deserve it. If they want, they can even donate the whole thing, right? But it's theirs.
Yeah.
But what's mine is like I want to like earn it. It's okay. I want to go through all that mud and blood, and then like just get it. Like I really want to do that. That gives you such a great sense of satisfaction. Like nobody can take it away from me. It's mine sort of thing. So I got from my parents only. They only gave these genes. No, so it's from them. So I've been working in this space. It's like such an amazing space which we really need to work on in sustainability side. And this whole initiative started when I went as a judge for one of the event, as I'm setting up my own business as well. So my own business is in export of plastic waste to energy machines. We've been exporting to over 45 countries now, and it's a 10-year-old business. I am working on this technology for 3 years, developing this. But all that we do in business and all is okay. But then I also want to give something, and I know that I'm good at helping someone. Like you just know what you're good at, no? So that's how this whole thing started. And when I went as a judge, I realized if there was someone to give these students like some 5,000 rupees, they would have done their prototype. That's the one thing that's stopping them. If they have done it, then their parents would have seen it and they would have given them the chance, right? Instead of just getting them married off.
Yeah.
There's a sliver of chance. And today we are able to see parents here, and I was just like very happy, and I saw them. So many parents have come, and from over 16 states, from Chandigarh, Uttarakhand, everyone has come here with their mentors, with their families. It's like such a blessing that today we are able to help these people. So this is how my journey has been from sustainability space to this NGO space.
Okay. So when you started Depurpose, you had in mind this competition. So what are other projects that you planned on?
Okay, so when I started the Purpose Foundation, honestly, I didn't have the idea for the competition.
Okay.
I didn't, because see, to be honest, we didn't know what we were going to do, right? But we know one thing, that students are struggling. There's a gap which everyone knows between the academia and industry. It's like huge mountains, oceans, everything, all Milky Way galaxies are there. So what can we do? Because we have gone through the industry side also, we have gone through the academy side also, we have seen. I worked with universities, I worked with corporates. So I was like, this is what is missing. So why don't we fill in that gap, and why don't we make it like, so that easily they can walk over, come over here. The most important thing is, right, students are like not taking a chance on themselves. They're not, they're like, okay, we have to get placement, okay, this is what happens, life happens, they just get into the system, and then someone who was playing cricket so well in their young age, then later at 40 regrets like, hey, I would have become a cricketer. Right. You definitely go talk to at least 50 in one guy will tell that like, I wanted to be a cricketer. The same way for girls, they have their own. So that means like, why can't we take that chance before? At least you would have the satisfaction that you took the chance. Yeah. And some innovation will come out. So you're getting benefited, people are getting benefited, and planet is also getting benefited. So this one thing is missing means let us do that. That's what the purpose is about. That's what my purpose is about. So Depurpose is my name. That is basic. That's like a secret thing which I'm not supposed to say.
I thought it was like the.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to keep it subtle because I felt like it was being. Yes. Yep. So this is how this started. We didn't have the competition idea, but when we wanted to develop this platform, how do you get talent? Only when you give the students something to run for, you give them a structure, because all the competitions, they just randomly give. I've studied, like, mainly, not even me, my team, they worked really hard to study all the competitions, like what is what and what kind of templates they're giving. So we made it simple. We gave them the template. You just fill in the blank sort of thing. That's why we are able to get 8,000 applications. Because we made it easy for them, and students are little easily distracted, lazy. So why don't we make it easy? So we gave them the template. They just tuck, filled it, and we kept on getting the application. So then we know, okay, they didn't know that these exist. If you just tell them to do a PPT, they'll give you 50-page PPT with no content. But when you give them structure, then they called us, ma'am, what is business model? We don't know. So that's how this started. Then let us do the competition. Let us give the prize and let us onboard all these people to the platform. So this way we get the feedback for the platform. They get the help. We also develop something, and when we are out of this world, something is there left behind for the other people. That's all.
So, do you think it is accessible for everyone because of this template in comparison to other competitions that don't give this template per se?
Okay, so in terms of competition as such, we definitely need more. So I'm very happy if someone is going to copy this or even do, right? Because it's going to help people. I would very, very much be happy to do that. That's one thing. Well, the second thing is, why I think we want to, where we want to highlight certain things is mainly the female entrepreneurship side, right? And all the people who are not having that level of access that you said. So what happens is, for females, this main thing is this: they need everything work from home sort of a thing, right? You can do some jobs work from home. Innovation,
you can't.
It's really difficult, right? Like, how do you innovate work from home? Then, if you are locally innovating, then your local economy gets boosted, as well as your native richness is enhanced, and you also get a benefit. So why don't we find the resources there? Build like hubs there itself. That's why every state, every district, we have resource. So you can get access easily in your particular area. We'll have partners in your area. So you can, at least you'll have the thought to break out and hey, why don't I try? Once, especially women start to try,
then it'll give,
you're not going to stop her. She'll know her potential. She'll know her potential. People don't know the potential, no. And when women knows the potential, nobody can stop her. So that is something that we want to start. That's why we kept it as one female participant compulsory, which was like sort of unfair to. I feel like it's not so fair for the male participant, but still,
but when you consider all the other competitions,
but still, like, from their understanding and exposure, no, they're just students. When they know the real world, they'll know. But we can't blame them. So we're like, no, this is the reason. So see, women will help you in your team. You add one person. It's okay if she does little work also. You try to engage her. Like that we were. So every team compulsorily has a one female candidate. That's how we filtered and everything. We brought it down to like 1,500. Then we brought it down to 100.
Well, that's a very big task.
All thanks to the 25 women, like goddesses, who are in my team. Every day, night, they worked and put the scores filtered, judges' scores filtered. This was happening for the past 1 month.
Okay, so your team members, they work from like remote places?
Yes, exactly. Okay. That's actually, to be honest, even I started this because I want to do business so badly, right? My family is into business. But they're not so happy that I do business. They're like, why don't you do? Not only that, but they love me so much and too protective. It's just they don't. They are like not going to think any bad. But what the problem is, that's how I started. Like, let me do something, work from home type. How do I do all the innovations? I told you I don't want to take my dad's business. Feels like cheating. So let me do something, work from home sort. Then we started connecting with these people, and I found this gem Lakshmi, my CEO. My God, like I'll start crying if she's not there, no, I am like nothing. So she said, okay ma'am, let me help you. Let's start researching. Then another girl joined, like another one. So like this, everyone started joining, and now it's like 25 people. Even people from 12th standard, from people who are housewives, everyone is working here. It's not even like we want them to work or anything, like we want to be here. What's your thing? You leave us, we will do like that. From yesterday night, the hostel people came by 2 o'clock. They are calling and they are telling all these people. Like Kushi was one of a student, 12th standard. She's giving them directions because we sent her the video, everything. She's handling all the calls. So that we can.
That's a lot of work for like.
Yeah, she's from Delhi. Another person is from Northeast. everyone is somewhere, but
You're working
all-
together.
yeah.
So what's the best thing about working with like all women's team?
All women's team is like, you don't have to explain too much, yaar. Like they are
get
just they just get it. If I tell one thing na, you don't have to tell again. Seriously,
They
it's
do
so awesome, and you don't have to follow up. They finish it.
They finish.
The best part is they even ask you what more work is there. I'm like, really? You want to ask us what more work is there? I can't believe it. Like they are just. I really wish I had like whatever I had, I can give them. You know, that's why we want to develop as much as possible so that I can give them the level that they want to go also to help everyone. But whatever I can in my
Capacity,
bandwidth
yeah.
at this point, yes.
Okay.
We're trying to do, but I'm sure it's gonna reach all the people. And
Yeah.
you saw like 33 judges is not.
Yeah, that is a big deal, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even know how they are. Seriously, I have no idea. I just asked them, requested, like they were like, "Don't worry, we'll be there." They didn't even ask. They didn't even take renomination. Nothing. They didn't ask one question.
Okay, they just
They're here, like
all
you,
good.
everyone. Not one person asked me anything about any. Do we get charged? No. They just want to do it for
Mentorship.
students. So I am not doing anything. Ideally, the whole platform is there. If I am there or not doesn't matter. I don't want any. I just want to build this. That's all. That's the most satisfying thing.
It's about building connections.
If I don't have to be here, right? Now they know the ecosystem. They have connected with students. They'll help out.
Okay.
And each one has that satisfaction.
Yeah.
Students get benefited. I'm also having my satisfaction that I have done something to connect these people.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
So it's like an opportunity to socialize as well. So even if you don't win, you get
Yes,
good
you get the
mentorship.
exposure
Yeah.
because they learn these technical things, a lot of aspects. When just ask questions,
Yeah.
they'll not even know that aspect. Have you heard of other competitors? So what I've realized, students don't really analyze the competition so well.
Yeah.
There already existent apps are there, so you have to sort of, even for my case, definitely there are a lot of entrepreneurship, like N number you'll have. What is your USP and what are you offering?
Yeah.
What's your, even if it's in execution style or it's in technology, like this the judges are asking. When we went
So
to
that's
the round.
new to them.
It's new to them. So they have takeaways because see, they are trusting me and our team to come here for traveling so long from Bihar, from Uttarakhand, from Chandigarh. Like I never believed. And I really wish I could really give them all the travel expenses as well, but at this point we are not able to,
Yeah, it's
take
your
care of
first
this.
time
Yeah,
also,
it's my
yeah.
first. Yeah, it's our first time in the Purpose Foundation and all of this. But this turnout is like
It's
God's
insane
gift.
for
Yeah.
like a first.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's students.
Yeah.
It's not us. They
It's
have come
their-
here. No,
yeah.
they have put the effort. So they own all the credit. That's like I took a moment on stage like, can I take this in? Can I cherish this?
But they're here because of you. You gave them the space, which is very important.
See, it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
So the whole team is there means I have them. Why not?
Yeah.
It's not I'm doing it alone. I have someone
Yeah.
who also shares it. That makes it more powerful.
So-
and women get together. People have this misconception, right? Women don't like each other. They're all
Yeah, they're like
blah blah.
fighting all. Yeah.
Even to be honest, I had this. But no, yaar, like they are so lovely.
Supportive,
Yeah. More than you can imagine, really. If you know, like, you know how to connect, if you understand
Talk
what's-
to them without
yeah,
being. Yeah.
they'll really support. Like, see, like, even take, for example, you, right? You don't have, I don't know how you found us out. Let me go and see, right? You took a chance.
Yeah.
That is like a big thing, no? So because of this, how many students are going to get benefited? Because if you write something about the students, they're going to get benefited. No, that's
Yeah.
the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it comes from, as
It
long
just-
as it's there.
Yeah.
That's what.
So what is the most like? This is a big event, so obviously there might have been like hang-ups and difficulties.
Yes, yes.
What was the most
definitely
challenging
definitely.
part?
Yes. So everything was going on really fine until the last day of the registration.
Okay.
2 times we had made major mistakes or major learnings, I would say. First time was we set it in April for 5th and 6th. And March, starting itself, the whole site crashed. Because
Oh.
from 2-3 colleges still we got like 1,500 applications immediately. So the whole site crashed and the whole data got lost.
Oh.
So we had to, but thankfully we got the emails first. So we had separated and kept
Okay,
it.
so you had backup.
Yeah, we had backup, so we get the email and we were mailing them. So that, thank God that was there. I don't know how that happened. Sometimes universe helps you, no? Even though they screw you, they will help you. Sorry for that thing, but
No.
so that happened, and then we used another software to handle all that level of traffic. So that went on smoothly after that. The other thing was, now at this, how do I put it? The whole of organizing 400 people is not as easy as you expect. Like we will think like it's organized as a team. We have print out, we have taken all the precautions, we have put the list in the website, but they'll not see it. I've sent video of this whole, like not me, actually volunteers took the video, how to go from this location to this location. But morning everyone got all haphazard.
Okay, that happens when.
Yeah, but like we don't like they are in the mode of judging and everything. Like they'll not see the video, they'll not go to the website. So okay, we have to prepare them before itself. All these things we understood. That's all.
Okay, so what is the primary goal of the hackathon? Like one most important takeaway that you think the students or the community in general should take away? What is it?
Okay, so the whole purpose of the hackathon is every student should take a chance on themselves. They should try, no matter what level you are. Doesn't matter. No, don't judge yourself before someone else has at least a chance to look at something. You have to just give them something to judge. You yourself have an imagination that hey, this is bad. Why do you do that yourself? You have to take a chance on you. That's what the whole thing was about. That was the main goal, and we've seen so many people take chance on themselves. Is like really amazing, and especially to encourage female participation. So that's why we've kept the other. I think difficulty I didn't answer is this might be too debatable because we had not accepted any premium institute application at this.
Okay. Yeah.
Only rural colleges, only colleges that we have no idea that name exists.
Yeah, so
All of
IITs, IIMs, IISs.
No,
Okay.
I think they have enough support, right?
Okay.
So the colleges which I've never heard of, I don't think they have that level of exposure.
Support, yeah.
So that's why we gave, we wanted to do that. Maybe we can do a separate event, but I think they have enough support.
Yeah.
As an NGO, you are supposed to.
Even like normal competitions, it's not
Every time they win, no,
Yeah.
that seems really unfair from my
Yeah,
personal
it is
opinion.
unfair, I
Yeah,
would
with
agree.
that everyone was like, why you're not saying that was there, openly speaking.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this time we have done this. So like, we want to encourage these students. This is our goal.
But one thing that's really important is you had like your ideal like participant in mind. Who
Yes.
you would want to? You want like a girl on the team.
Yes.
You want somebody who's not coming from privilege. Who
Yes.
is
Exactly.
taking a chance on themselves for
Yes.
the first time, probably.
Yes.
So you had that in mind when you were coming up with the eligibility as well. Okay. So are you planning for this to be an annual event?
Yes, definitely. It is annual, no doubt about it.
Okay.
It is annual event.
Okay.
It is annual event.
Alright.
Definitely. Every year we're going to do this. We would ideally like to increase more
scaling
about
up.
the whole of the sponsorship, increase more of prize money because 1 lakh is not even going to help them.
Yeah.
Really, they're not. But what we have to do is set the precedent. So even if you're giving this 1 lakh, how are they utilizing it?
Okay.
We're going to publish all reports, be all transparent about it, follow up with them, make sure that it's utilized in the way that it will helpful for them and for others. That's what.
Okay. So one more thing I noticed was you call this event a hackathon, right? So hack for purpose. But what actually is happening is more like Shark Tank or like an entrepreneurship thing. So why did you come up with hackathon?
Right. So there are two things. One, psychology is if you name it as hackathon, students register it as a competition.
Okay.
That's all. Simple psychology. We don't want to make it. We don't want to compete with anybody. We don't want to be again unique and have to explain ourselves to everybody.
Yeah.
So hack is already there. So you're hacking for your purpose.
Yeah.
That's all. So we just added our word there.
Hack for purpose.
That's it.
Okay. About the platform Uru, could you talk a little more on
Yes.
that?
So actually there has been like a lot of struggles which I didn't mention a lot about, but even before starting the NGO, we had worked on a prototype. We had even actually built the whole thing. But what happened was the team that we had coordinated with had some little difference of opinion, and they didn't revert to us after that.
Okay.
So the 1 year of work which these people did, my team did, didn't come out, which was a little bit very difficult time for us.
Yeah.
Difficult time for us. But we were like, hey, this means that we can make it even better. They might have their reason. Now we don't want like they didn't do this blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone has some reasons. They would have suffered some other time. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever's gone is gone. The funds which we saved up was gone. But we're not going to let this happen. So the name was different before. Then I was like, okay, it's about you,
Yeah.
right? We'll just keep it as you are you. You get to be you. That's all. Then we started. The whole thing was different from there. And this platform as such is built by students actually.
Okay.
The two people you see here, very hardworking, Rohit and Kapil, they are just passed out from college and they have been working on this prototype I don't even know. There are so many sleepless nights for the past 4 months since we started building this prototype and all. It's their creation completely, and the UI person who's been supporting us very religiously has been doing a great job. His name is JB Jayabalaji, so he's been doing a wonderful job as well, and many students have given good feedback about it. So this whole platform as such, from the look of it, from the impact of it, from the reach and action of it, it has to be good in all ends to convince a student to use. Using an app is not an easy thing these days. So you have to convince them in all forms. Main thing is, all the apps out there don't help you till the end stage. They are all just connecting.
stage, yeah.
Connect, because just connect. Either investor startup connect, like that funding connect, like that only you will have. But you will not have someone who takes you through the prototype. That is the toughest part, because it's not in 1 month you will build a prototype, right? You are having an idea, you're coming to me. So then your first thing is you have to validate your idea.
Yeah.
Is it okay or not? You have to reshape the whole thing. For that you need mentors, you need so much technical people with the entrepreneurship mindset background. Then next step is you have to get the resources in whichever area you have. Like you can't say in Norway this machine is there, you go there. It's not possible. So you need the resources. Then you need a team. You need like collaborators to do that. You need all of these things, and everything, is it available? That's one question. Other question is, even if it's all available, do people go through that end to end?
Okay.
That doesn't happen. So unless you are there to handhold, especially if it's a student, just a student per se, the whole process, what we have built is, it goes through the channel where we are there in the chat itself. So from we have defined 7 steps. So once an investor accepts your interest, this is what happens. We do a thorough background check for the student also. We should ensure that student also doesn't take it and just go away. Investor also doesn't promise and not deliver. Both of them need justice. So we have built in a feature for the chat of monitoring the whole thing, and we'll be the person to take the funds, to allocate accordingly, and the investor will get a report, student will get a report, everything will be in a summary. So next, step by step, will all be recorded fully till the minimum product is achieved.
Okay.
Then it's very easy for them to get funding. But no app guides you through this, because it's the toughest thing to do. Because first of all, getting a student in a consistent way is not possible. They have exams, they'll drop. It happens. Because I've been talking to them, as I told you, this whole inspiration started from a full female group which was in a finale, which was I was judging. And then suddenly she got married off and the whole team broke. But they have a super product. Now also I'll tell her, like, why don't you do this? Why, Gayatri, Varsha, why? No. It's okay, ma'am, we have family, blah, blah. It's not okay. Once you have family, you have to take care of that also. We can't say them, right? But you know that, and it feels like I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes, right?
Giving up on
So
something.
that's why we put it like, you start from college itself. No, then you'll have all this support easily. Then you integrate. We'll handhold you till the prototype. Once you see a prototype, actually you will have more confidence.
Yeah.
First thing. So this no app is doing end to end, as a idea to a prototype stage. That's what Uru is mainly about. The other thing is, we have different categories. It's not only for student, but there's something called entrepreneur.
Okay.
Where either, if let's say, what I understood is, when we go to colleges, all these professors also have very good ideas, but they're more pushed into an academic side, in publishing papers, rather than getting products out there. So they also need some guidance actually. They need support for their prototype actually. So these kind of people later in their career, age-wise later in their career wants to start, or a woman later after marriage she wants to start. Those people come under entrepreneurs.
Okay, for like startups who aren't immediately students.
They are just in an idea stage where they want to just grow. One second. If they are in an idea stage and they want to start off like after marriage, they have this idea long back and they're not having a chance to do it. Then also now one of our members in our team, Rohini, is completely a housewife only, but she has such amazing instincts in problem solving. So if she's given something, she will solve.
Yeah.
Right? So not only that we encourage ideas, we also take ideas and problem statements from industry. That's also one of our features we have been built in a community forum.
Okay.
That is one of our other features. So from there we take all problem statements, because some students don't have ideas but they're very good at execution.
So it depends on what the student is good at.
Exactly.
So you're acting as a mediator for what?
Exactly. That's what are some of the key features. So we even this video, you wouldn't believe, like 1 whole month it was built by our student only, Rohit only. Such a, I don't even know, I'm very proud of them.
It's
Really,
a lot of work.
very proud of them. They deserve all the credit.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do through Uru. And today the feedback session is going to help us a lot, because the students are giving like which is annoying to them, which is very impressive to them. They're
So you
giving
can
us
change it.
Yes.
Yeah.
because it's for them, obviously
Yeah.
ask them only. So that's what.
Okay. So last question, what has been the most rewarding part of the experience?
Today,
Yeah. Today. It's
today,
coming.
1 minute I had on stage when I saw the whole room of students and their eyes and like from all different states, that we just started off like, hey, why don't we do an NGO? And today, just after 4 months, because of the team of 25 people, such amazing supporters and all these lovely students, their supportive families,
Yeah.
supportive colleges, mentors, today this happened. So
This is the
most rewarding day. I have no words, actually, such a blessing today. Yes.
That's all I think.
Yes.
Okay.